And fans, here we are with our opening contest of the week. Not a gauntlet match, as Beau James so eloquently let me know. But we are going to have Beau James taking on Hercules Cortez here.
He put you in your place.
I suppose he did. Maybe Hercules will put him in his place, though. Hercules backs him into the corner.
The Puerto Rican powerhouse powered his way, put Beau James up in the turnbuckle.
And I got to think both of these guys would think that a strong showing here would actually bode well for them if they would want to be in the match next week. Maybe if Hercules could find a way to defeat Beau, may earn his way into the gauntlet match.
I think that would go a long way in helping it. That's a leapfrog from Hercules. And
right back into the headlock right there.
And Hercules just cranking on that. You know, we saw Hercules come back recently and form that alliance with Daniel Halen, the Heroes for Hire.
Heroes for Hire.
And Hercules just seems reinvigorated upon his return, I think.
With a name like that, I think one of the members in the tag team is a comic book reader.
I would imagine at least one, if not both. I just want to know which one's Luke Cage and which one is Iron Fist.
So apparently you guys read comic books too.
I've been known to read a couple, yeah.
With the name like Nerdy 30, you guys read comic books.
Speaking of Nerdy 30s, we're back.
We are back.
Back on the air, baby.
Join us Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Check our Facebook page. There will be a link to get on there. That's facebook.com/nerdy30s. You can keep up with us and all things nerdy, including professional wrestling.
A clean break here.
Beau James was trying to power out and get him in that top wrist lock, but the Puerto Rican powerhouse, Hercules, he was able to muscle him back into a headlock. Now Beau is complaining about a hair pull.
Hercules circling around, trying to find the best spot to go back in. They lock up, back into the corner. Beau goes for the big punch. Hercules ducks under.
Right back into the headlock. Hey, go with what works. The headlock's been working.
And that was a massive shoulder block. I mean, it just crumpled Beau James.
Got him on the ground for the first time. Hercules tried to take advantage of it with a pin. Not quite there yet. And Beau James rose to the outside, going to recollect himself.
Looks like Misty James is actually brushing his shoulders off out there. She's getting that dirt off his shoulder.
Go on.
And I didn't even know Beau was going to be here tonight. I mean, that was a surprise to me.
Surprise to me, man. Veteran in the ring, been around.
And announcing his intentions to be in the gauntlet match.
You know, one of the rumors that I've heard is Beau James was the runner-up for Mr. Universe back in 1986.
Yeah. In which universe?
Well, you guys read comic books. You tell me which universe.
Possibly, I'll have to get back to you on that one. Maybe Earth C. For those of you that are old school comic book fans, you may get the reference.
Beau feeding him one of the famous knuckle sandwiches.
Blast him with that one. And that one kind of shook Hercules up, I believe.
He's got Hercules reeling right now. Got him trapped in that corner, just been wearing him down.
Snapmare. Oh, just look at that.
Nerve
just jams that thumb right in the nerve.
Meanwhile, Hercules fighting out of that nerve hold, gets an elbow to the midsection.
Oh, cheap shot down below by Beau.
That rhymed.
Did it?
Yeah.
I was a poet and didn't know it.
MC Willie Blackheart on the wheels of steel here.
He'll make a rhyme every time.
Hercules is really shook up right now. This Beau James deceptively powerful.
Right over top rope now.
Hooks him with that. Just digging at the eyes. Now, come on. That was uncalled for.
Not one to play by the rule book as Beau James, but it seems to be effective as he is in full control.
And goes right back to that nerve hold.
Working those nerves. My uncle used to put me in that. When we wrestled out in the backyard, that was one painful maneuver. Matt, let me show you. Come here. Come here, Matt.
Oh,
how you like that, Matt? He can't even talk. I got him, baby. I got him.
Can you hold him like that for the rest of the episode?
No, I got a little arthritis in my knuckles right there. I'm getting a little older.
Thank God for that age.
You know, my mom never put me in a nerve hold, but she always said I got on her nerves. Is that similar?
Using the elbow shots now to try to get out of it. Hercules. Oh, double thrust.
Oh, man.
Cutting that wind off. Double thrust. Beau knows all the cheap shots there is in the book, and I think he's wrote a chapter or two.
And Beau's lifting him back up.
Blocks it with the boot. Blocks it again. Elbow shot. Runs Beau into the turnbuckle.
Hercules mounting a comeback here. He thought about this,
Going
putting
in
the
on
boots to him.
Laying the flat of the boot, which is perfectly legal.
Hercules backs into the other opposite corner. Elbow. Another elbow. Hercules calling for the end. Could this be? Wait, he's going to lift him up. But wait, what's Misty James doing?
Why is she on the apron?
Wait, what is going on here? She is not a part of this match. And Beau James with a
caught
big
him.
Clothesline. Measured him with a big fist drop.
Count of three.
Hercules goes down, but not without a little bit of chicanery. Your winner, Beau James.
The winner of the match, the King of Kingsport, Beau James.
This is Jeff Griffith from West Virginia Championship Wrestling with a special report for Southern States Wrestling. I'm here. We just saw you actually, Beau James, defeat Hercules Cortez. And I know you have a big match coming up. I'd like to get some words with you.
I got a big match coming up in Kingsport. I'm going to talk about that real soon. But right here, tough young kid came in the ring, but he found out real fast you cannot buy experience. Now, when I got in this profession 26 years ago, when I started paying dues with blood and bruise, I found out real fast you have three friends in this profession, me, myself, and I. But I'm one of the real lucky ones because I got my wife right there beside me. You just saw what we did to this young guy out here. You saw what happened.
Wait. I will say this and I will say it right now. I feel so terrible on causing that guy, that gentleman, to lose that match. The only reason why, Beau James, I got up on that apron to distract the ref is to have him check on you because you're back.
I don't need anybody to check on me. You're supposed to be on my side. Right here is the ring. That means you're on my side. Like coming up against DeAndre Jackson and Jake Booth, you've got to be on my side.
No. I'm not picking sides. No.
Beau, she seems to say she's not going to pick sides.
Well, you see, this is a familiar thing for me because it's Beau James against the world. My own family doesn't like to stand on my side now. DeAndre Jackson, you came on here last week and you told this sad story about how your daddy ain't around, how your mama kicked you when you was little and whatever else went on down there in South Carolina. You made it personal because your family cannot get along. You're trying to cause dissension in my family. You're laughing, you're joking, and you're always smiling. The 27th of February, Kingsport, Tennessee, right there at the Farmers Market, 24-year anniversary of Southern States Wrestling. You're going to find out real fast. The times for laughing and joking are long past. When I take this hand and I slap you right in your mouth, you're going to understand how much business I mean. A year ago, I was having to doubt myself would I ever get back in the ring. Right here I am, Southern States television champion. You just saw me beat a young guy in West Virginia coming up the ranks. DeAndre Jackson, 2 years ago, nobody knew your name. Now I'm going to make you famous in one night because when people leave Kingsport, they're going to say, oh my Lord, I cannot believe the beating that DeAndre Jackson took. I cannot believe the punishment that Beau James put on him to walk out of there the Southern States heavyweight champion. And you talked about last week you're looking for a fight. You're talking about last week you're going to fight for my family. What goes on in my family is none of your business, DeAndre Jackson, and I want you to understand this, and you better understand it very clearly. When you climb in that ring and you look across into these eyes, you better realize that these eyes have looked back across the ring at some of the biggest names in professional wrestling. Jimmy Valiant, Jerry Lawler, Sid Vicious, Dutch Mantell, Ivan Koloff, the Mongolian Stomper. And I have passed the generations to where I have looked across the ring at Edge and Christian. I have looked across the ring at Tyson Kidd and Davy Boy Smith Jr. I have looked across the ring at every tough guy in this profession. And I've beat them one way or the other. The 27th of February, television champion, #1 contender, the king of Kingsport, comes home to Southern States Wrestling, 24th anniversary. I stand across you and look you in the eyes, DeAndre Jackson, and you better look in these eyes, because this is the man that likes to hurt people, and I'm coming to hurt you.
The definition of strong words from Beau James.
Calvary Baptist Church, 1238 Pine Street, Kingsport, Tennessee. Regular schedule of services: Sunday, 9:15 a.m. for Bible study fellowship class for all ages. 10:30 a.m. worship. 6 p.m. blast for children, wake for youth. Sunday night life for adults. Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. children and youth activities. 3D Bible study for adults.
If you are part of a nonprofit organization, listen to this. You now have the opportunity to bring the wrestling TV stars to your town and make money for your group. Over the past 2 decades, Southern States Wrestling has helped raise money for church groups, schools, ball teams, volunteer fire departments, children's hospitals, Ronald McDonald House, scout troops, and many more. Our staff is waiting to hear from you and get started on what could be your biggest fundraiser to date. Southern States Wrestling and your group are the perfect tag team to raise the funds you need.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. I just want to apologize, tell you that I'm sorry for walking off earlier, but I'm back now, and I'd like to tell you about Southern States Wrestling 24th Anniversary Spectacular that's coming to Kingsport, Tennessee at the Farmers Market February the 27th. Kyle Cool is returning that night. Washington Bullets is returning that night. And this man, you have seen him in OVW, you've seen him in Memphis Wrestling, you've seen him in TNA, and you've also seen him in WWE. Now he is on the hit TV show Wrestling with Death. Let's take a little look at Derrick King.
That whoever gets a pin in the match is the winner and will be the Young Guns champion. Young Guns title's been held up for quite some time, but it's on the line right here. All 3 guys looking at each other. Nobody knows who's to go for first.
Yeah, and the rule is in this one, Dave, is that the first man to get a pin is declared the winner of the Young Guns Championship. The belt is right over here on the desk. Look at Chris Michaels, nice drop kick. It's a 1 and a 2, and Derrick pulls his leg off.
He might have had the title, but Derrick broke that up at the last second.
And to the ropes, he slides under, and look at Chris Michaels go.
Wow.
Great scissors. There's a 2 count, and all that is right there to break it up. Alan Steele and Michaels now with a double teaming against Derrick King. Derrick bounces off that top rope, comes back.
Oh, face first into the mat. Derrick King, former holder of the title, counted 2. He was very close to being counted out right there.
Sure was.
Alan Steele breaks it up. Look at this. Michaels leaps out, waits, Steele turns. And right there's a cover, count of 2. And Derrick King drops down. He's got a cover, count of 2.
Man, I tell you, we've seen several 2 counts, but can't get a 3 yet. Look at this. Derrick over the top rope goes Chris Michaels. And he flips Alan Steele over onto the concrete floor.
Yep, that's not a victory, though. You gotta pin somebody. There he springs from the top down to the floor.
Off the top rope. Man, he went flying down right off the top under Michaels and Steele.
Alan Steele rolled back into the ring. Here comes Derrick back in. Chris Michaels still on the floor. Can one of them get a pin?
Chris Michaels up on the top rope. He comes flying down.
He's got a cover. 2.
2 count, and that's all he gets is 2.
Derrick King broke that one up. Interesting situation here. Not last man standing. This is a totally different dynamic going in this match. Whoa! Whoa. Great move by Steele as he comes off the ropes. Can he convert it? He covers. 1, 2. Only a 2 count.
That's all he gets.
Only a 2 count. Keep working on him, says Derrick King.
Boot to the back of Chris Michaels, and Alan Steele and Derrick King working him over. Whips him into the ropes now. Comes off. High bank drop, high in the air, and down he goes.
Steele and King doubling up on Chris Michaels.
All 3 in the ring at the same time. Triple threat rules in effect.
I guess maybe they figured that every man for himself wasn't going to work. They were going to have to double team somebody and then go 1 against 1.
Yeah.
There's a cover by Steele. 1, 2. Nope. King's not going to let that stand. He goes for the cover. 1, 2. Nope.
And Alan Steele pulls him off right after the 2 count.
This could go on all day. And May. We're about 15, 16 minutes into the Power Hour. Glad to have you with us here today. Lots more to come, including a Power Pro Championship match. This Young Guns title's on the line right here, but the Power Pro title on the line later on. Ali will be defending against 7.
That's coming up right here today on Power Pro Wrestling. Into the ropes goes Derrick King. He comes off. That face buster on Chris Michaels. Can he pin him here? There's a 1 and a 2.
Oh, Steele pulls him out of the
pulls
ring.
him out. Looks like it's going to go on all day long, doesn't it?
Hey, Corey, I got an interview, too, coming up with one half of one of the greatest tag teams ever. Anywhere in the world. We'll be talking to him a little bit later on. Don't go away. That's coming up shortly.
No doubt about it. Grabs Alan Steele, throws him right down in the middle of the ring. This Chris Michaels. Michaels climbing the ropes. He's on the top rope. There's Steele. Drops the elbow down on him as he comes flying off of there. The referee finally gets down. There's a 2 count, and he pulls the ref down.
Yeah, Derrick couldn't get to Michaels to break up the cover, so he pulls the referee out of the ring. That stops the count. The referee is going off now on Derrick King, and rightly so. Michaels slides out. Derrick nails him. Steele still in the ring.
Alan Steele in the ring, and Derrick King jumps in. Steele. Whoa.
Whoa. This might be it. 1, 2. Yep.
2 count again is all they can get.
Michaels broke it up from outside as he was coming back in the ring, and now all 3 of them in there again.
Alan Steele on his feet, and he and Chris Michaels standing up. Picks Michaels up. Body slams him down. Goes over and grabs Derrick King. Sets him up. Drops the leg down on Chris Michaels. 1. There's a 2 count.
Oh, me, they just can't figure out how to get an advantage. They're just going against each other. Great action here in the Young Guns Championship match.
Derrick King picks up Chris Michaels. Body slams him down, and there's Alan Steele up on the top rope. He's way up there. Comes flying down with a big press.
Derrick breaks it up at the 2 count. Then he goes for the cover. 1, 2. Steele breaks it up. He covers again. King breaks it up. Count of 2. Steele breaks it up. It goes on and on and on. And now King and Steele go after each other.
Whips Derrick King into the ropes now. Comes off. Backdrop, and down goes Derrick King. High in the air and down he goes. Whips him into the ropes.
As fast as all of these guys have been going, they're going to be getting tired pretty soon. Somebody will make a mistake. There's a cover by Derrick King. 1, 2. A breakup by Chris Michaels. Lance Jade out yelling at Alan Steele. Get up off the mat. You're out here embarrassing me, he says. You know, Alan Steele would have been better off if he'd never hooked up with Lance Jade.
Oh, I'm telling you, no doubt about it.
Jade has cost him matches, and he insults him all the time. Jade has him run just so he can feel like a big shot, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just wants people around him to make him seem like he's a big deal when he's really not. There's Lance Jade, who whips him right into that ring post. And look at Derrick King. He catches the referee with that clothesline, and down goes the ref. DDT from Derrick King. Could this do it? There's no referee. There's Lance Jade.
He nails Derrick King in the back with a forearm. Referee doesn't see what's going on. He was a victim of the clothesline. What is this? Alan Steele and Lance Jade getting into it right here in the middle of a match. Alan Steele shoves him down. And Lance Jade rolls out of the ring. You don't know who you're talking to, says Lance Jade. Oh, meanwhile, Derrick King with a 1, 2, 3. He got it.
There's a 3 count, and Chris Michaels was trying to get in there to break it up, but not in time, and we've got a new Young Guns champion on Power Pro Wrestling. It's Derrick King is the one.
There you saw Derrick King. Remember, you can see him every Tuesday night on WGN America, Wrestling with Death. You can also see him live February the 27th at the Farmers Market in Kingsport for the 24th Anniversary Spectacular of Southern States Wrestling. Now, speaking of that night, last week you all saw me take on a very tough competitor, Nina Monet. And she challenged me for a rematch, and it's been signed for February the 27th for the Southern States Wrestling 24th Anniversary Spectacular. That's right, wrestling fans, you will see it that night. As we go to a break, let's take a look at the tough Nina Monet.
A great matchup between Amber O'Neal Gallows and Nina Monet. Monet not waiting, attacking before the opening bell, getting that early advantage. Amber alert indeed, here to kick things off in this women's matchup. And Nina Monet, we've seen her in action before. She is very, very physical. Does not mess around. She's got one gear, and that is straightforward. And O'Neal's going to have to contend with that. And O'Neal Gallows thus far, as if Monet is saying, hey, welcome to Southeastern Championship Wrestling. This is a tough place to hang. You're not going to come in here and pose. Not going to come in here and glam it up. You're going to have to fight. Looking for the haymaker. Nobody home, though. No water in the pool. And Nina Monet goes to the eyes. Cheap shot tactic there, but it's successful in turning this match around. Wow, a lot of authority on that snapmare takedown there by Nina Monet. And another. Monet is physical. She is trying to exercise her will in this matchup, and now a little receipt, little buyer's remorse perhaps into the cover now as Monet goes with that back kick. She ate a couple from Amber O'Neal Gallows early on, now into the full mount, ground and pound as Amber trying to cover up. Gonna have to intelligently defend herself, or the referee might take a good look at this thing and put a stop to it. Now a blatant choke. Using every millisecond, 4 and then some, has to break it before the count of 5, and she does. Flirting with disqualification there was Nina Monet. And Amber O'Neal Gallows having to fight from underneath again, and just gets waylaid by Nina Monet. Nina Monet, an absolute brute. Eats a kick to the backside there by Amber. But Monet now keeping on the full court press of this offense by Amber. Beautiful snap suplex. Floats over nicely into the cover. Here it is, only a count of 2 again. Both ladies trading near falls. Both ladies bringing their A game. And this has been physical competition thus far.
This is Becky. Known her for years. The mortuary business is very important to my family. We love doing that job, but my heart is in professional wrestling. Bring it on, let's go! She was a good wrestling fan.
Wrestling with Death premieres this Tuesday, 10 East, 7 West on WGN America.
Attention Mountain Empire. Do you have a business, website, products, or an event to promote? Let us help you reach the masses with TV and internet ads. For just a few dollars a week, we offer commercial spots on Southern States Wrestling, reaching over 150,000 homes in the Mountain Empire and the world with YouTube. Don't wait. Jump on this opportunity now to reach a large audience for an affordable price. Email sswking@aol.com for all the info. Advertising packages you cannot afford to pass up.
almost out of time, wrestling fans, but before we go, I'd like to say a special hello to our little buddy Caden in Virginia. I also like to set out a reminder of the Southern States Wrestling 24th Anniversary Spectacular taking place February the 27th. That's on a Friday at the Farmers Market in Kingsport, Tennessee. We will see a return of Derrick King, the return of Kyle Cool, and the Washington Bullets. Nina Monet makes her debut. Beau James versus DeAndre Jackson. And as we end this week, there's one man who's been awful quiet, and it's Scott Sterling. Well, in a roundabout way, Frank Parker heard from him this week. Let's take a look.
Jeff Griffith from West Virginia Championship Wrestling again here, Southern States Wrestling. And I've got Frank Parker with me. And Frank, I've been told that you requested some time to talk with the fans.
No, I didn't request any time, but don't quite know what you're talking about. But I'll go ahead and take advantage of this. And I would like to address the crowd at Southern States Wrestling. You know, the arm is healed up. Still not completely 100% yet, but it's coming along, and you know.
Excuse me.
What? No.
Mr. Frank Parker, I'd just like to let you know that I've received a package from a Mr. Scott Sterling, and me and my brother Roger have a special message for a Mr. Frank Parker. Oh! Oh! Get it, Roger. Oh, dude.
Hey! What are y'all doing? Oh, my God. You okay, Frankie?